Hello, I'm Professor Solo. In Flexbox, centering isn't just one standalone thing. It depends entirely on which direction our layout is flowing. Once that clicks, justify and align will make sense. Over to TA Watts to justify and align us.
So you're trying to center something in Flexbox. Should be simple, right? You told it center, and Flexbox heard you. But did it center things in the direction you actually meant? Yeah. Welcome to the age-old battle of justify versus align. Here's the secret you need to know. Flexbox doesn't read your mind. It reads axes, and literally everything you do depends on which way your content is flowing. And there are only two axes you gotta remember. The main axis is the primary direction your items are flowing in, and the cross axis, well, that's just the other direction, always running perpendicular to the main one. Okay, let's start with the main axis. This is the domain of justify content. The justify content property is all about how you use the extra space along that main axis. You can pack everything to the start, shove it all to the end, or pop it right in the middle. Or, hey, you can get fancy and distribute the items with space between, space around, or space evenly. So really, when you use justify content, you're basically asking, hey Flexbox, how should we arrange ourselves along the main flow? All right, now for the other direction. This is where align items comes into play. It handles the cross axis, the one that cuts across your main flow. This is your ticket to perfect vertical centering if you're in a row layout. It can slide items to the top, the bottom, or right to the middle of the cross axis. And by default, it uses stretch, which makes your items fill up all the space they can. Okay, time for the plot twist. This is the exact spot where everybody gets tangled up. What happens when you switch your flex direction to column? The moment you change the direction, the axes themselves rotate. Your main axis is now running top to bottom, and the cross axis is left to right. So that same property, justify content, is now moving things vertically. See, it's not Flexbox being moody, it's just being extremely literal. But don't worry. There's one simple, unbreakable rule that makes this all click into place so you can make Flexbox do what you want every single time. And the rule is this. Justify is for the main axis, align is for the cross axis. That's it. That's the whole game. Pick your flow direction first, then use justify and align based on which axis you want to control. You do that, and Flexbox will finally behave. So remember, justify moves you along the flow. Align moves you across it. Master the axes, and you've mastered Flexbox. P.S. Keep blurring.
Here's the takeaway. Flexbox always does exactly what we tell it, along the axis we choose. Pick the direction to set the axes, then decide whether we want the children moving along it or across it. That easy. Next up, grow, shrink, and basis. How Flexbox decides who gets what space. Full Flexbox series is in the WebDev TNT playlist. P.S. Keep learning.